Greetings folks, Dan here, and welcome back to another edition of Kaiju Showcase.
落ち着いてください。特に何も。
Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ultra Max villain Sran Seijin, or High-Speed Alien Sran. This toy was released by Bandai in 2012, though it was not the first issue of this toy. I'll explain that here in a moment. This toy has standard humanoid figure articulation, both arms at the shoulders and the waist. Of course the head's not going to move, he's kind of got this huge, bulbous head pointy thing going on, but we'll forgive him for that. The detail is actually pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, just so you can see it. I mean, nice little detail on the top. The paint application is pretty good. This is an EX figure, but it is not the best interpretation of said toy. And as I said, that'll come in a moment. Go ahead and flip this off. This toy, as I said, was not the first issue. This was originally released as part of the Ultra Max toy line, but was not part of the standard Bandai Ultra Monsters line. It was released in February of 2006, only available in a special box with a clear, kind of yellow, sparkly Ifu Seijin. Refer to my earlier review if you need to know who that is. The only big differences between the two toys was that the gold parts here with the eyes and the chest and the head were actually red. So, there was another difference. The paint application was a little bit better, but color and everything else was generally the same. So the only way to really get that toy is through Hyper Hobby, which is kind of strange that they would do that. A figure of, of a kaiju, and it was never released in the standard Bandai toy line until 6 years after the toy was originally made. In fact, it was practically 6 years to the month almost. But for a size comparison, you can see he's a bit taller than Hydra. He's actually closer to 7 inches, so maybe 7 or 6 3/4, but pretty good height on him, I would say. For kind of an oddball kaiju that not a lot of people, not kaiju, alien really, that not a lot of people know about, I think he's pretty interesting, but we can talk more about his history and backstory here next. Sran Seijin is from the 4th episode of Ultraman Max, entitled The Infinite Invader. His real shtick, as his name implies, is he can move really, really fast, which does, have a couple good showcases in the episode, and Max getting his ass handed to him from time to time. But as far as villains go, even for Ultraman villains, he is pretty shallow. His whole thing is, oh, we like your planet, so we're going to make this our second home, but we're going to try to make it seem noble. You're ruining the planet. Fuck you. We're going to kill you all and take it from you. Really, when it comes to Seijin alien characters, my real ones I prefer more are like Regulon Seijin. He had a little more depth to him. I kind of like that character. Not really that he was trying to do anything noble by any means, but just how the actual character was interpreted and everything. And maybe I'll go into that some more another time. But as far as history, there's not really much to talk about. He only appeared once, to my knowledge, and not really much of a surprise there. I guess he just seems like a more modern interpretation of Bolton. Nothing special. The episode really even reminded me of the first appearance of Bolton in the original Ultraman. They had a couple scenes in there and everything that really just screamed blatantly, like, hey, check it out, we're trying to do another Bolton. But no real affiliation with the character. As for pricing and availability, it's a new toy. This thing just came out at the end of last month. I mean, it should be everywhere. You should have no trouble getting this figure at all. And obviously, you shouldn't pay more than $10 to $15 for the toy itself, not including shipping. It is a cool toy. I like it. I like it because it's different. Well, it's not technically a new mold. It was never part of the original line, so it is a new entry in the line to me. I don't count one-off exclusives to magazines as entries in the line. Even if they were made by Bandai, if they were never using the standard line, it's something new. But if you want something different, or maybe if you're a big fan of Max, totally get it. The detail's good. The paint application is fairly good. Not as good as the Hyper Hoppy, as I said, dated, but still really good. And he's kind of a standout figure. He's got a real unique look to him. And hell, I mean, what else? I mean, do you want buy another fucking Metron or Gomera or something like that? No offense to Gomera, but at least this is something different. All right, we'll give him that. But this one was a little bit short, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next time.